Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. What's inside of you?
Hello everybody, I'm back. I tried calling TJ. No luck. But nothing new. I do the best I can as far as trying to get her in, get her on. But so we're gonna go a little bit of a shift here. Can you hear me okay? Alright, so here's the thing. We talked about love. We're talking about understanding it to every level, what it means, what it's really for in our lives. Did we say that? Did we say what love is really important for a person? Each person creates their scenario about what it's going to do for them, how it's going to help them, and why they really want it. People go through lives without having a relationship. Okay, that could be a good thing if they understand what they're doing, understand where they're going, how they're going to get there, what they bring around them. Desire and the wantingness of it makes it a little harder to be able to get it and receive it in the right way. You're not willing to stretch the truth, meaning, okay, you want love. Everybody wants love in their life. But what if you don't get it? The saying is, it's greater to have love in your life once than not to have it at all. And I do believe that. It's a matter of understanding something without the use of words. You could read the word love, read the definition of it, but did it help you understand it at all? Of course not. The concept that Jesus came here to teach love, I don't know why or how or who. I mean, I was there. I didn't see anything of the sort, except he showed it. Love is a feeling and emotion. How do you talk about that? If you didn't have no emotions in your body, you couldn't understand any emotions. You wouldn't understand kissing. You wouldn't understand any aspect about all those things. So it's so critical when you get all these notes together in your own mind and put it on a piece of paper, how much beneficial it could be for you when you're trying to understand what God's love is. Because all that is physical. Emotional bodies are affected, but the psychic bodies, the soul bodies are different. They don't have a heart, they don't have a nervous system and all those kind of things. So how do they feel it? It's so different. Without having sex, can you understand love? Of course you can, but it's not easy for very few people can. I mean, if they had that first, they might understand love a little bit easier after it. But without it, it makes it that much harder. Because the mind is only programmed with multiple thoughts. Now, here's the thing that could change it all. A direct experience. Leaving the body. Getting closer to God itself. Then you'll have a different idea of love. And then, if you didn't have a relationship before that, it's definitely harder to feel a relationship with that awareness already. Because you already understand the highest level. So how do you bring it down to the physical level? It's not easy. It's not pleasurable. So what I'm trying to bring out now is we need to make our lives pleasurable. We have to bring into it what we really want to try to bring into it, and we have to be willing to work for it. Can't have somebody else do it for you. It's not going to work. The new promise where they go on, within 1 hour, they see 20 people, 20 girls, 20 guys. And at the end of the hour, they got to propose to one of them to marry him. Came out a couple weeks ago. I watch it. I love to see anything that pertains to love at any level. And what I find, if it doesn't have that, it doesn't really make any importance in my reality of watching it, feeling it, seeing it. Because even Wonder Woman, I'm sure if you saw the new one, it had a good content in it as well. The idea of love and stuff is important. I really don't like to see two people that are in love, one of them died. I mean, that takes away from it, but it doesn't take away from the love that they had, really, in reality, if it was real. So, we need to be real about this whole idea. But sadly, I see us moving further and further away from that aspect. And that's what I'm going to get into now. Because we say we're in love, Jesus came here to teach us love, and we're this, that, and the other thing. But look at love in reality. What's scary is the amount of relationships crashing, breaking apart. If a person has morals, which most people don't, it's easier to build a house on a wall with a foundation than a mountain on the top of a mountain with no foundation. So morals is the foundation. Respect, honor, and all those kind of things with people, and how you go about doing that, being that. Because then if you move into a relationship and you're looking for love, you're not going to want to hurt that person. That should be the number one thing in your relationship with that person. Well, I'll make them love me and then I'll do what I want. Which is what men do. And not in a good way. It's sad. Because that's what they do. But what we need to do, learn these things. And who out there is teaching them? Who's teaching morals? Name a person out there that speaks about real morals. I mean, telling the person not to steal, not to lie. But what else goes with morals? Being honest, being real, being compassionate. But those things all have to have something. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 plus nothing doesn't equal 4, does it? So it always has to have something that is going to be equal to. So when you create this scenario, I want a relationship. I look in the mirror, I say, wow, I'm good looking, I'm this, and what am I going to offer her? I'm an honest person, I'll be true, and all that. Can you say that to yourself and believe it? You have to go out and get a drink to finish saying that, or to try to sign the paper saying that I agree with that. You have to do drugs. I mean, what guidelines, what crutch do you need around you as well? Need your friends pushing you? It's an individual path. I say self-realization and God realization is individual. You only go there yourself. You don't bring multiple people with you. It's like we're all going to go up there as a group. No. Is it ever easy? None of it is. If you understand morals, you understand life, you understand who you are, it makes a relationship incredible. Sure, everything's not going to be perfect. Things don't just go right. But the willingness, the ability to stay together, to work it out together, to help each other always, is the critical point. And no, it never, I read so many books and it's always 60-40. No, one cannot be taking more than the other one giving. That'll never work. In the end, it'll be destructive to the soul. I don't know, it'll make them happy right now. Yeah. I'll give in to whatever they tell me, whatever. I'll do whatever they tell me to do. But anything like that is a ticking time bomb. It's going to go off sooner or later. Sure, a lot of times it goes off a little bit later, but it's there ticking away. No morals, no relationship. No real relationship. 2 people can live in the same house, eat together every night, go to work, and say they're in love with each other. How do they greet each other when they see each other? Do they sleep with each other? I mean, all the little things. Do they care what the other one really did? Do they ask and go over what they did? Do they care? If a woman pops into the picture, are they angry? Or a man pops into the picture, are they fighting? All those little things determine how far it's going to go. Real fast. Being honest, being real. Don't ever say you're in love if you're not. It's not going to make anything better. In the end, it'll only make it worse. You say you love somebody that you don't love, and they believe you love them, and they start loving you back. Oh, I didn't really love you. Do you like hurting people? Some people do. Sad thing. But, alright, I'm going to take this the next step. Sex and drugs are probably the most important things in man's mind. Without it, they're bored. So in most relationships, when something's taken away, they need to get it back somewhere else. Good or bad? It's bad. Because if you have to leave home to get something else, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to lose what you have, and you're going to get something else, but it might not be what you want. And then, like, you know, when people say, they draw up this paper and say, well, these are the guidelines, this is what I need. Oh, yeah, I agree with them all. Even if it's like a 3-way relationship and things like that, in the beginning, they start off good. I mean, even Hugh Hefner, Playboy house when he had